Hello and welcome in this video. This video, of course, will be in English just for help and user, then I hope is actually subscribed to the channel, about the Palo Alto with Dual ISP active. The configuration itself, it's very easy. So let's have a look at what I did. Okay then. So as you can see, I set this firewall here, Palo Alto, with one computer for testing and two provider, of course, two provider. This one is still my network. One, it's 10.0.137, basically it's not. And one, it's my internal network. So, what I did? Typical configuration. So two sub-interface for the provider, ISP1 and ISP2. Three zone inside, of course. I mentioned two because one is for sure inside. Provider 1 and provider 2. Then I have an interface here inside, of course. Then I create the policy. So you can see policy ISP1 and ISP2, source inside, the destination outside ISP1 and ISP2 zone. Okay then, NAT, pretty simple. So I mean, there's nothing fancy. It's just the usual configuration, but with the two provider for now. Then two NAT rules inside ISP1, ISP2, and interface, and basically that's all. Now, router. Okay. The virtual router, instead, I set in this way. The interfaces, of course. ECMP, I set path max path 2, because there are two provider. Balance round robin. Static root, have the two root for the next stop of my provider, and I set here path monitoring, dead ping for ISP1. In this case I'm pinging Google, and the same for ISP2. Then, at this point, we are going to test. So, I'm going to take the console of this computer and try to ping Google. And we leave like this for now, pinging. I'll come back here under virtual router, my default router. On the right, more runtime states, and after static root monitoring. As you can see here, they are both up. So the traffic is flowing basically like 50-50. Well, one packet from one link, another packet to another link. What's happened if I'm going to shut down the interface of the primary provider? Let's see. So shut. Then interface go down. I'm losing one ping. Destination is unreachable. You see, it's doing one ping on the active router and one in the dead router. Now, after I think 5 ping, because it's like this I set, should go everything from one link, as you can see. Now, I know you can decrease the number of pinging, but as you know, sometimes the provider is flapping, so it's better don't have a very low pinging, like 1 or 2 ping, because maybe it's just 1 second and then, you know. So let's have a look on this router, refresh. You see? It's dead. I mean, it's down. Now, I'm going to say no shut. And this one is still pinging. But more important to have a look on this window. Refresh, you see, up, hold. It's waiting. It's waiting because, as I said just a moment ago, sometimes the provider go down and then go up after 1 second, or vice versa. Is go up for 1 second and then go down again. So just for, you know, not flapping, the firewall will give you some old second. In this case, 97. So more or less 1 minute. Anyway, we can wait if you want, but it doesn't matter because it works. Now, the most important part, because the configuration itself, it's very easy, but you have not to forget to, let me take this one, static root, to add path monitoring and this, in this case, source IP. This IP is my public IP, and you ping a destination, in this case, Google. If you don't do this, there is 2 problems. The first one, you will see a pinging like before, like I showed you before. Let me shut down the interface again for you. Shut. You will see pinging, 1 ping in the active link and 1 ping in the other link. The problem is, if without path monitoring, if the provider go down, the router don't know. And then the router will start to send 1 packet to the active router or active provider and 1 to the dead provider. And then you will see, you know, the pinging failing. Now, you don't see yet because probably the router, it didn't bring up yet this one. You see? One moment. Let's wait for the pinging to go up. Then I can see better. Okay, you need to hold. Let me pause the video, and when it's up, come back. Okay, I'm back. Now it's up, as you can see. Let me shut down the interface from the first provider. Shut. Without path monitoring, you will, now I show you as well, just in case, you will see something like that. 1 packet, 1 ping is good, 1 ping is failing, 1 ping is good, 1 ping is failing all the time. And this one, of course, is not what we want. And anyway, from the network perspective, is disaster because, of course, the speed will decrease and you will start to receive a lot of error. With not network path, monitoring path, you will see something like that. 5 ping failing, and then all traffic will be direct to the active provider. Now, let me do it without, no shut, without network monitoring. So I'm going here. I'm going to remove network monitoring. So delete and delete. Okay. commit. This one is still working, and the interface on both provider are up at the moment. So let's wait for pushing the configuration. Okay, almost finished. This one is still pinging as usual. Stop. Let's pinging. Now, let's finish, huh? Okay. Oh, you have to... I think it's committed, right? Why ask me another time? Committed. All right, so. Okay, monitoring. Okay, are you sure? Let me double check, huh? Because it's strange, ask me 2 times. Yeah, okay, fair enough. All right. Okay, I'm going to shut the provider, the first link. No, shut. Sorry, shut. The link is down. And now this guy, when I realize the link is not up anymore, start to do this. Look. All the time. So this one is what we don't want, this one. For that reason, you have to, it's important you remember to set the network monitoring, the path monitoring, because otherwise you see the result. So it's pretty clear. It's not right. So this is the configuration. It's very simple, nothing special for provider active. Now, the user from YouTube asked as well, what can I do if I have the VPN remote users? Then become a bit become a bit more complicated, the story, because you need the BGP multi-omed configuration. If you don't know what BGP multi-omed configuration is, I'm going to show you here. Take 2 of these, for example. 2. I'm not going to set up right now because the setup it take a bit time, and plus need more things. Anyway, these are your 2 provider. Then you need to buy your ASN from rip.net, for example, with your network, with the public IP. And basically, what you see is something like that. Your provider, or in this case, you will create a BGP peering. Let me take just a moment. Let me take this one. Basically, what you are going to create is this one. You are going to create a peering between these 2 providers. They are point to your ASN. In this case, is this one, with your new public IP. For example, 1.1.1.1. This is Cloudflare, but okay for now. So your 2 provider, I mean this one and this one, will know that your IP, so this one, it's reachable from the this IP. So all internet will point to this IP. Then the provider knows in the routing table this IP, it's in the provider 1, and the provider 2. So in this case, if you have VPN users, like remote users, or any service like you got here, web server, email server, whatever, it's always reachable in this way. It's called BGP multi-omed configuration. So I think I give you all explanation you need, except the configuration of BGP multi-omed, because anyway you need the ASN number and a public IP. Then I think it's everything for now. If you have other questions or more questions, just leave a comment and I will back to you. Thank you for watching, and if you are not subscribed to my channel, please